Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rosy Kech here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Earlier today I saw on the Instagram where Idibia granted an interview and she was in tears talking about how she met 2face Idibia before every other person that has a baby with him. And her baby is the 5th, right? There were 5 babies before her own baby. Correct me if I'm wrong. She talked about how painful the whole experience was. Like, you know somebody, but the person keeps on doing the same thing, which she termed a mistake, considering that she knew him before all the other women who have babies for him or with him. People were talking in the comment section saying that, why are you talking about it right now? And I had an issue with that, first things first, because I have an issue with when somebody actually finds their voice and wants to talk about something they've been going through. We're so quick to tell them, you didn't talk about it then, why are you talking about it now? People have time that they use to process whatever they've gone through, and if she's talking about it years later, let her talk about it. Anyways, long story short, it's even like a series that's airing on Netflix, and apparently they are being paid for all this, and maybe that's why money is influencing the talk, you understand? But she's talking about it. So first thing I want to say is, if somebody wants to talk about what they've been through or what they are passing through, and if it takes them forever to talk about it, let's just be graceful and let them talk about it whenever they want to talk about it. Then my second thought is the fact that after she talked about it, Auntie Pero came, I come first, I get God, all this kind of thing. I'm like, what? And I'm really thinking, is it that sometimes women like toxic situation when it comes to relationship? Like, is it that when we see toxicity, we're so happy to jump on it? Because, like, why does Pero even have to answer? She's not the only person that has a baby for 2face before Annie. Why does she have to always put herself in that kind of situation? You understand? And now maybe Annie is going to reply her, I don't know, but it's like plus Annie plus Pero. What in the toxic relationship is this? Do you understand? There are things that you'd have to go through in marriages, in relationships, that will stress you guys, and you guys will have to fight through it and win together. Trust me, it's not all these unnecessary things they are doing, you understand? These things they are doing don't have to be involved, you understand? And when I talk about toxic relationship that I feel like sometimes women intentionally want to get into, is like, now waiting, Pero, really, even if whatever it is or it was that happened between Pero and 2face, like, he chose Annie, and I don't even know what the stress Annie is going through right now, because it must be so hard trying to publicly prove that you are the one that this person chose. Gosh, it must be so hard. Remember months ago where Annie and 2face had that whole rift and all that? 2face's sisters were talking about Pero being their wife. I don't know. Like, I don't want to go into that, but that was like that was as embarrassing as it could get. Then now, whenever Annie talks about her husband and the whole children situation, and I know somebody can say it's okay, forget about it right now. It cannot be okay, because listen, the issue is that right now 2face has other children with other women, and now the child with Sumbo, or the children with Sumbo, they always come to Annie's place maybe for weekends and all that. They always come visit their father. But this cannot be the case with Pero's children, because Pero and Annie are not even in good terms and all that. So I don't think Pero would want her children in the same space with Annie. And now what it means is, if 2face wants to see his children, he has to travel to go and be in Pero's zone to see his children. That must be stressful to Annie, considering the history 2face and Pero have. Do you get what I'm saying? So now he has to travel to Pero to go see his children. The children cannot come be with Annie because she doesn't like Annie. Annie doesn't really like her too, I think. But I just really worry about Annie. I worry about how long or how much you can really take when something is toxic, because no matter how 2face is trying to prove to her or trying to tell her verbally that you're the one I chose, Pero is constantly like, I was chosen first. And I just really wonder, why does Pero have to put herself in that situation? 2face has been married to Annie for how many years? And even if they don't have the best of marriages, they've been married. I don't want to go into whether their marriage is good or not good. They've been married. So why is Pero not removing herself from this situation? How hard can it be, really, women? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think that it's just ever going to end? Like, how hard can it be to remove yourself from this situation? If you think 2face likes you, he chose Annie. And as it is right now, the more you're talking about it, you're beginning to look needy, beginning to look like you're not over 2face. And even if he's not over you, he has permanently, for the time being, chosen Annie. So you're just looking like the outsider who is just really trying to really stuff their head into the cage, and it's just really stressful. You really don't have to answer all those things Annie says. Annie's in her marriage and she's talking about her relationship, and you're constantly from the outside always coming to try to defend yourself. Why? Because imagine if Pero had a serious relationship, let's say she was married, do you think her husband would be happy with her constant trying to involve herself in Annie and 2face's matter? Because Annie talks about her husband and what he did, and Pero is shaking head. Do you think that sometimes being chosen is enough? Because as chosen as Annie is, she's still really stressed. I can't imagine having to look over your shoulder about and thinking that this person is going to do these things that they have done. I know that marriage is not easy, but it's not supposed to be this hard publicly. Do you get? It's not supposed to be this hard in my books. I don't think that this kind of embarrassment, constant embarrassment, like his family choosing another woman over you after how many years of being married, is just a lot. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think that Annie and 2face are really going to make it for so much longer? Because Annie just said that 2face, they just renewed their vows. And sometimes I know that when people feel they need to renew their vows, it's because they've been through so much and they feel like this next phase is going to be better for them in their marriage, in their relationship. But most times it just doesn't work, because most times when something is wrong in your relationship, it's not just words that will change it. Not just going to renew your vows and say, I vow to be better, to be a better husband, I vow to love you more. Those words will not change. Those is like the system is not working, and you get to the top and you feel like you want to renew your vows and you feel like it's going to work. I'm not saying it doesn't work, I'm saying that sometimes renewing your vow is just not enough, and you see people who renew their vows and they still break up because those words are not just enough. You need to do more. There needs to be action. There needs to be boundaries. There needs to be boundaries. I know that there's nothing 2face can say to Pero to tell her, don't talk to my wife like this, or don't respond to my wife. It's just being playing dirty, and 2face cannot even talk to Pero in some kind of way, because Pero is the mother of his children, and 2face has to have a cordial relationship with Pero. So whether Annie likes Pero or not, whether Pero likes Annie or not, they are going to be in each other's life forever. How stressful is that? Because it's really stressful. Like, you know, normally if you don't like somebody, you don't have to be in the person's face, or you don't have to think of the person. But Annie's going to have 2face call Pero in her presence or something to talk to his children. It's just going to be like that. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you think that Annie is doing too much? You know, there's a new show and she needs all this talking to get buzz for the show so that we get to watch. Like now I'm talking about it, there's buzz. a lot more people are talking about it. So people are going to talk about the show, and now there are comments that Annie might not like. Do you think that this is even helpful to her marriage? I want to also think that they've considered all this before they decided to do the show. Let me just know in the comment section what you think. Let me also know what you think about Pero. Do you think, like, in fact, advise Auntie Pero in the comment section. She really doesn't have to respond all the time. So yes, advise her below. I'm sure she'll come and watch this video and see it. Please guys, share this video out if you can, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.